Jeez, look at my interior right now. This is a mess. This better be worth it. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Alright everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video we're going to be installing this silky suede Alcantara stuff to the interior of my mini John Cooper Works. Okay, so jumping on inside the Mini, what we're going to be doing is wrapping some of the plastic parts inside the car in the Alcantara suede. So the panels that we're going to be wrapping is this little big panel, well, little big panel, that makes sense. This big like glove box type panel here in it as well. We're also going to be doing these little door side like handle bits here in the Alcantara. And we're going to be doing the big panel around the dials here as well, this like plastic stuff here. So the reason that we're doing this today is because for some reason, I don't know why, I absolutely love Alcantara. It's just such a soft and like, it feels like such a high quality material. If I could have it everywhere in this interior, I actually would. Okay, so here is the Alcantara in here. Okay, so for those who don't know what this stuff really is, it's like this I found on Amazon for £17 for a pretty big roll. It should be plenty to do what we're going to be doing in today's video. It's like a wrap underneath, so you just peel the back off and it should stick on this. I will show you guys exactly how you do it and hopefully make it nice and easy for you, and hopefully it's easy for me as well. If it's still on Amazon, I'll put the link in the description so you guys can get a hold of this as well. Okay, so the tools that you guys will need in today's video. So you're going to need like a little T20 attachment here. You're also going to need a couple of pry tools or a flathead screwdriver to be able to lever stuff out, and also a Stanley knife, a pair of scissors. Without further ado, let's go back to the car and let's start ripping the interior apart. Okay, so the first panel that we're going to be doing is this big panel here on the passenger side of the car. So if we open it up, I understand, I didn't actually realise this until I was watching a video the other day, that not every Mini actually has this section here that opens up. If you guys do have this, it is easier for you to get this bit out. If you don't have this panel, then don't worry, because we're still going to be showing you how to take all this screen out and this vent here to get to this, and it will be the exact same process to just take this vent out and get this out as well, if you don't have this little flap here. So if you guys do have this panel that opens up like this little secret glove box, then what you're going to need is T20 screw. There's 1, 2, 3 up there and 4 up there. There's 4 T20 screws that you're going to need to take out, and then there are 2 clips, one of them being there and one the other side. Okay, so I've got my screwdriver with a T20 attachment on the end here. So what we're going to firstly do is unscrew the 2 bolts nearest this side here. Alright, there's one, easy as that. Right, there's the other screw out. Okay, so they were the 2 easy screws to get out. Now, this next bit, if you don't have the attachment where you can like get in and like screw like that and undo it with like a little like bendy attachment thing, then this would be easy. But I don't have that, so I've had to make up like a little system here of how to do it. Okay, so what I get is my T20 like attachment screw here. Put it into this other little like longer thing that comes in, because the problem is my screwdriver doesn't actually fit in under here. It's too long. And then I get an adjustable spanner and put it on here, and then use this as like some kind of, you know, wedge thing. Okay, a couple screws undone, and now we can do it by hand. You'll be able to see that this is now lifting away from this underneath plastic here. You want to lift this up and then like push it this way, so then this clip just slides off. Right, there's that side, and there we go. That is the panel off, ready to be wrapped. So you can see the 4 screws here that you have to undo from underneath, and then these 2 little bits here are basically where the clips just tug in there, and what you've got to do when you get it off is just push the whole thing up, and then these will just slide out. Alright, so the next bit that we're going to be doing is taking out this panel behind the dials here. Now this whole thing starts off with this whole area in the screen here, because the clip's all connected between these vents and stuff, so we have to take this out to get it in. So what you want to do first of all is start off by taking this like top panel off, and what you do is just pry it out. Oh, and there you go, it's out. As easy as that. Okay, so the next part is you want to go into this speak area here and as you can see, this hole right here, what you want to do is put like a screwdriver or flathead or something down there, and it will push down a clip which will release this whole screen here downwards. But before we do that, there are actually two little bits underneath the screen here, as you can see. Now these are easy to get out. All you do is push in the middle bit here, and then it should pop out, and there's one underneath this part as well. So I'm going to give it a push, and as you can see, it's done a thing. Take this out. There you go. That is now just pulled out. Okay, so after undoing those two little bits underneath here, this is now loose, and we should be able to just pull it off. Nothing looks snapped. Yeah, no, we're all good. That sounded bad. It sounded like it snapped, but you just have to be forceful with it, and then there you go. There's the next part off. Okay, so now that covers off round here. Now this is where there's two T20 screws either side where my fingers are in there, and then you undo them, and that releases the bottom part of the screen going through the top, and now this releases the whole screen. There you go. There's the screw. And there you go, there's the other screw, in it goes. And now, if we take a look, you can see this whole screen is now loose underneath. Okay, so I've got my little flathead here, and then we go in through the top hole. And there you go, there is the screen out. You don't want to unplug anything here. Right, we're gonna have to just let it rest there on the wires. Let's give you guys a close up. What we're doing now is taking out this T20 screw right here, and then this should release this whole bracket, which will then allow us to get behind here. Alright, there's that screw out, there you go. And now, this should, as you can see, pull out just like that. And there you go. Now the vent is off. And now, if you look closely underneath the dials, you can see there is another T20 screw, and the same this side, as you can see there, another T20 screw either side of these dials. Now what we're going to do is undo them two, and then this should be loose, and then this should just come out quite easily. Now I'm pretty sure these are the two screws which are slightly longer than the other one. Alright, boom, that is out. That is so difficult to get hold of if you don't have a magnetic thing. Oh, I've balanced the screw out. There we go. Right, now there you go. Now whatever you do, do not unplug this, because then warning signs come up and all that. So leave that in. When you get to this point, just fiddle and pull and tug, and hopefully nothing breaks. There we go. We've done it, boys. We've actually got it out. The panel of death. Jeez, look at my interior right now. This is a mess. This better be worth it. So what I'm going to do is wrap this panel on the panel we took off. That's outside at the moment. I'm going to do these two first, put everything back together while I remember how it goes back together, and then, because these are completely separate, we're going to start on doing these two door panels on the side here. I've got the silky suede right there, as you can see, and the two panels right here. That was a lot of work to get these two panels out, but I reckon that took me 45 minutes. I've wrapped the two parts. It probably took me about an hour to do both, to be honest. One of them, which is this side, the glove box side, is quite easy because it's just quite a flat panel really, and behind it's a little bit messy, but you don't actually see that, so that looks insane, and when it's all on it'll look good as well. And this part, which is the difficult one, which is the one that goes above the dials and stuff, so that's all done. Behind looks alright, a bit messy, but the difficult bit is going around all these corners, around like the bit with the dials, going around all that. That is the difficult bit. Now it's time to try and put this whole interior back together again, which will be very, very long, I reckon. Alright, so I've got the first Alcantara piece, which will be going over here, and this is the first bit to go back on. So, as I say, the 4 clips that are there, yeah, I think that's all in. That's why my arm's blocking the camera. Anyway, you get the idea. The screw goes back in there. Alright, that should be nice and tight in there now. Just double check everything. Alright, next up is the vent. Now this should just pop back in like the other one did. There we go. That is back in now, just like that. And it's basically just reversing the process now to get it all back as a car again. Nice and tight. That is all back in, nice and secure. I think this is now the part where we do the screen. Line up the top 3. Right, that clicked in at the top as you saw. In goes this screw. Okay, nice. That is now as tight as it's gonna get. Alright, next bit, the big circle. It's just, ow, got my finger then. You have to be quite firm with these. Okay, lose it, why don't you? Oh, I'm such an idiot. How have I lost that? It's alright, I found it. Alright, I believe that's that. And now, we've got this up here. This, I'm guessing, will just pop back through. Alright, nice, that's back in. Alright, once again, it is the same process. What we do is open this up, and then this will be sitting on there like so. There we go, you hear that click? You guys already know how we do it. So, put this in. Okay, everyone, the moment of truth. Will it shut properly? Oh yes, yes it does, and boy does it look good. Look at that finish. Oh, it just feels less rattly, it feels more high quality. Oh, that is such a good fitment in there, that looks so good. And round here as well, look at that, it just looks so much more high quality and a better finish. Even under here, looks good, like the actual finish, I feel like I've done a pretty good job under there. Not that you ever actually see under there, I mean, look at that. Anyway, it is now time to do these parts. Okay, moving on to the side door panel. The way that we remove this little piece in here is very easy, because you get a little prying tool and you put it behind this speaker here. That came off a lot quicker than I thought. Anyway, so that is now off, and now what you want to do is get the prying tool again, actually. Like that, and then like that, slides right out. So we do that on the other side as well, and yeah, let's wrap these in Alcantara. Alright, I've wrapped the final 2 pieces, Alcantara, as you can see. Looking alright. These corners are difficult to do, these sharp corners, but these should be alright because they'll be hidden behind all that plastic over there. Alright, so the first thing you want to do with these is get this clip here. There's a little hole just in there, that one there, which you want to slide that in first. And there we go. That is on. Pull this away a little bit like that, and then there you go, that just clips back on nice and easy. Get the stereo part, and this just goes back over the top. Easy as that. That was well easy to do, this one. That is nice. When you close the door, that is, oh, just that little detail. Looks so good. And even around there, oh, I absolutely love this material. It's just so nice. Right, now these 2 bits of gloss black here, these 2 big bits, I actually managed, while the camera was charging, to actually get this out. Now, it's quite easy. All you do to get this gloss black bit out is get this handle, pull it like that, and then there's a little clip, there's a little T20 screw there. You unscrew that, and then that frees this up a bit, and then you just got to fiddle with this, and then it will come out. I did get it out, and I actually don't have enough Alcantara left to wrap these today, but I'm going to order another roll and definitely do these, because that'll be a really big, nice bit of Alcantara down there. Alright everyone, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe down below, and I hope you guys know how to do this yourself now. There wasn't really any hard bits, to be honest. I mean, it's just a lot of taking apart stuff, really. It's more nerve-wracking, to be honest, hoping you don't break anything, but that was very successful. No clips were broken, no screws were lost. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Alcantara steering wheel next. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.